Hello, my name is Tom Hayes. I'm Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas, and I'm your host of SCAN's Community Connections, where we talk to folks from the Monmouth and Ocean County area about the wonderful work that they do serving population in Monmouth and Ocean County. Today, we're very fortunate to have Darcy Dobens, who is the Director of the Bayshore Family Success Center. And I know they do wonderful, wonderful work in the Bayshore area. And they're really operated by the Community YMCA and funded by the New Jersey Division of Family and Community Partnerships, which their services are provided by the center are available to all Bayshore community residents free of charge. So, Darcy, it's really great to have you here today with us, and I appreciate you taking your time to really let our viewers know all the wonderful programs that your organization offers. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about what we do.
That's great, and I know we've known each other for many years, even in your prior life and all that, but you're always involved in the community, which is great, always doing great things, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact, and I'm happy to say I'm back at the Family Success Center model. This is the second Family Success Center that I'm running. We met years ago when I was running a previous one.
Yes, which is great. So on that note, tell me a little bit about the Family Success Center.
Well, the Family Success Centers are part of a network of Family Success Centers throughout New Jersey. We like to think of ourselves as a community-based organization where residents can come, find out information about services, network with each other, and attend workshops, educational workshops. We think of ourselves as like that aunt or that neighbor that knows everything and can help you solve a problem. That's how we like to be thought of.
That's really great. Now, how long has the center been operating?
Well, our specific center, the Bayshore Family Success Center, was funded after Superstorm Sandy. We've been running since April of 2013. The state realized that residents of that community would have issues to solve for a number of years to come. So although we were funded after Sandy, we are not a Sandy relief agency. Our center will be in the community ongoing. There's no reason that we would leave. The state decided to go with the Community YMCA, an organization that's been serving families for a very long time in Monmouth County, over 140 years now. The missions align really well, youth development, healthy living, social responsibility. So it was an excellent choice, and I'm happy that we have that infrastructure behind us.
That's great. Yeah, the YMCA does an excellent job, and I know Rhonda over there and other folks, Andrea Plaza I know, and some really good folks that do a great job at that organization. So it's nice that you're part of such a wonderful team in that respect.
I'm very pleased to be there. I really enjoy all the people that I work with. I'm very lucky.
Yeah, it's good. And I know even I attended some of the Y events there years ago with my kids when they were little, learned how to swim and all that kind of stuff. So we all know that the YMCA does a great job, and certainly having your connection with them is excellent. And I always hear about good things that your organization does, and we've been involved with the long-term recovery efforts since Sandy, which is critical for folks in these communities. Yes. But to have a real home-based organization like yours right there in the community helping them is really, really key, and you're to be commended for really all those efforts and helping our fellow neighbors come back and try to get back in their homes and all those different pieces that come with a disaster and disaster recovery, right? So that's great. Now, what kind of services do you provide on a regular basis to these folks that come to your agency?
I like to think of it in a three-pronged approach. We have programs, we have events, and we have information and referral. Programs are actually developed in response to what the community tells us that they need. So some of our recent programs are Parents of Children with Special Needs Support Group. There's a number of educational components and needs that those parents have that other parents don't have. We've had a Parents of Toddler Survival series, which was very well attended, talking about their behavioral development and why they act the way they do, toddler nutritional needs, toddler medical knowledge. And then for events, we have larger scale events. A lot of them have focused around Sandy efforts because that's what the community needs as well. We had recently had a Sandy resource fair in partnership with the Middletown Library, where we had all of the Sandy programs, or as many of them as could attend, service providers programs in one room with all their information and people you could ask questions to. So families could come in, it was a one-stop shopping, they could go to the table they needed, they could ask questions face to face,
Right.
and we had excellent feedback with that program. Another event we did in the spring in conjunction with the YMCA, of course, and the Monmouth County Park System was a resource fair for parents, getting them ready for when school was out. So any programs that were offered for children, of course, YMCA camps and child achievement, Sandy Hook had programs. There's a number of programs you can enroll your children in. Again, it was in one big room, everybody at a table, parents could come in with a bag, see who they wanted to see, ask the questions, get the enrollment forms, and that was also very well attended. I'd like to continue that each year because we got such great feedback for that program. The third prong is our informational and referral. That really is the bread and butter of what we do. We keep track of all of the programs that are available to help families. It could be government programs like assistance, it could be faith-based programs. All the faith-based organizations provide pantries and groups and different things, and then other nonprofits like us. There's a number of programs. When you're a family struggling with an issue, you might not be sure where to start, or you might waste a lot of time contacting the wrong agencies. So if you call us or come to us, we can wade through your issue and we can provide the correct information, who you should go to, and also help families as little or as much as they need help connecting to that resource. We have notary services, we have fax and copying, we can go to the appointment with you if you really need that. So those three areas are what we do to assist families in remaining intact.
That's excellent. That's a lot of information, and you know there's a lot of folks out there that need that kind of information, and the hardest part is getting to those folks and letting them know that you're there and all that. And the events like you talked about where you bring everybody into one room, that one-stop shopping concept is phenomenal for folks. So they come out, they get to really see everybody in the room, and there may be folks in that room that they weren't even expecting to see or didn't even think about, and all of a sudden they realize, oh yeah, I could use those services, or I could use that extra help. And so I mean, that is an incredible service that you provide to that community, to be able to do that. And it's nice that you're going to continue that and maybe make it an annual thing, or do that going forward, because it is important. And you know, word of mouth is always a wonderful thing. So if people went to it the one time, we'll hopefully get more people to go back the next time, that sort of thing. So again, keep up the good work with that, because it is critical, you know. And as you know, because you're right there, you're in the trenches, people need support and need services, and it's great to have you out there providing them.
Thank you. And that area is actually far away from our centralized freehold services. So to bring events and programs to the area where they don't have to travel that far, that's been a big help to families.
Right, that's big. You're right, and traveling is often a roadblock for a lot of folks that may not even have the car. But as you know, Monmouth County, there's not the best transportation systems out there. So the fact that you're coming to their community is great, and I think that you're to be commended on that. I think that's important. So how is the center structured?
Okay, so there's 5 of us. There's the director, and I manage the operations of the center. We have 3 family partners, and the family partners work directly with the families. They do information and referral. They help organize the events. They take the feedback from the families, and we design programs. And we also have a community and volunteer coordinator. This is a key funded position in our program, because that person's responsibility is to be out in the community, to talk to people, to bring the information back, to organize our volunteers, to work with partner agencies. And we're very fortunate that we have that position, because it really links everything we do to the community, but also brings back the information to the center.
Right, okay. You know, just as a side, we do a lot of volunteer projects at the gas company, so if that person's ever looking for people, you reach out to us and we'll make sure we'll get some volunteers out there to help where we can, you know. That is wonderful to know. Yes, yeah, no, I know. With that. Likewise, it's great. In fact, we just had folks out there in the Bayshore area doing some rehab work on some of the homes that were devastated by Sandy and all that. But yeah, so anyway, that just always sparks up when I hear you need volunteers and that sort of thing, you know. But that's great. Now, and where is the center actually located? Well, right now we're temporarily using the Union Beach Library. Okay, but we hope to be moving to a new site in Leonardo very soon. I think we're very fortunate to be going there. How we structure our center, it's a little different than some of the other family success centers in New Jersey, which are usually
plunked down in a centralized geographic area. Well, the Bayshore corridor, as you know, goes from exit 117, Keyport, all the way down to Highlands.
Right.
So each of those communities is a little different. They have their own geographic downtown area. So we had to think about how we were going to service all of these different people. There's different mayors, different school systems.
Right.
So the way we organized that is we created a town-specific volunteer group in each of the towns. And each of those groups has a town leader. The town leader sits on our advisory board, and that's a very important component of what we do, so that residents get to work on issues that affect their town.
Right.
And it speaks to them. And you know, people want to volunteer with things that speak to them.
Sure.
So they're looking at, they give us back information that's specific for those towns, and then we can create programs that they need. So a program that somebody in Keyport may need, which has a high population of seniors, may be very different than a program that Atlantic Highlands may need, which is a high number of families.
Sure.
So, you know, that's how we structured that, and it seems to be working very well for us.
That's great, because as you say, that's a long
Yes, it
stretch
is.
of Bayshore there. You know, a lot of us said, you know, you get off at the 117 exit, and it's a long way before you get to like Sandy Hook, let's say, and all that. So you're going through a lot of towns, a lot of little towns, and all that. So
As a matter of fact, we have outreach in each of the towns. So it is Keyport, Union Beach, Keensburg, Belford, Leonardo, Atlantic Highlands, but it's nice to know we have outreach location either 1 or 2 days a week in each one of those towns where families can access us.
yeah, that's great. Now, if someone wanted to volunteer with your organization, what do they do?
The best way to volunteer with us is to actually join one of those community town volunteer groups, because
Okay.
you are working on issues that relate directly to your family. And you provide feedback that we really need. And
Right.
volunteers do things that are maybe as simple as handing out flyers, attending a meeting.
Right.
They can set up for events that we have, maybe just signing people in, sometimes a little cleanup. You know, we don't make them work too hard, but there's a number of small things volunteers can do with us that are a big help to us.
Right.
And they get to give back to their community that they live in.
Which is great. So if these volunteers wanted to contact you, or anybody else for that matter, is there a way to contact you?
Yes, sure. You can email me. You can find us on Facebook. I'm D. Dobens at Y.M.C.A. 732-241-7098. You can find us on Facebook, Bayshore Family Success Center. You can find us under our Community YMCA website. And there's you know, you can yell out, we'll find you.
That's great. So it's nice that you have all these different programs for folks, and as you said, the volunteers that you need and all that sort of thing. I'm sure if folks have extra dollars in their pocket, they could always reach out to you and help and donate to you as well and all that, right? But now, do you have an idea of the numbers of folks that come through your organization on a regular basis? Is it, you know, are you talking about 10 a week? Is it, you know, 100 a month, or?
Well, that's interesting. We're fairly new, so we're building up.
Right.
I know we've reached over 700 people,
Wow.
and either through our outreach, not everybody comes to our main
Right,
office.
sure.
And we hope to increase that, double that. I mean, maybe that's aggressive. You know, I'm an optimist.
You know, I like that, because if there are people out there that need help, you want them in the doors to do that. So,
Yes.
so that's great. Well, I really want to thank you for your time, for being here. I appreciate your sharing all your information with our viewers. It's really important that folks know that you're there, and hopefully our viewers see that, and if they need the services themselves, they contact you, or they tell their friends, and they get out and help you, or you know, donate, whatever it might be. So, Darcy Dobens, I appreciate your being here again, and thank you for your time. And now we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back.
Now's a great time to make your home more energy efficient, and the New Jersey Natural Gas Save Green project is here to help. Take advantage of rebates and incentives up to $15,000, designed to make your whole house more comfortable, improve performance, and save you money. Upgrade your older, inefficient heating equipment, central air conditioning system, and water heater with money-saving, high-efficiency equipment. But don't stop there. Your new equipment will have to work harder, wasting energy dollars if your home is not properly weatherized, by reducing air and duct leaks and installing proper insulation. Call the Save Green Project at 877-455-NJNG or visit SaveGreenProject.com, and we'll help you get on the road to maximum energy efficiency and savings and explain how you may qualify for up to $15,000 in rebates and incentives. Call Save Green at 877-455-NJNG.
Hello, I'm Tom Hayes, Director of Customer and Community Relations with New Jersey Natural Gas Company, and your host for the second session of SCAN's Community Connections, where we again talk to folks in the Monmouth and Ocean County area about the wonderful programs that they provide. We're fortunate to have with us Beatrice Osterheld, who's Executive Director of the Community Affairs and Resource Center in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And Beatrice, I want to say thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the invitation. This
Absolutely.
is a very nice program.
Yes, and I know you do great work in the community, and I know I see you out and about at all kinds of different meetings. In fact, we just saw each other the other day, and again, I congratulate you on doing the great work that you do.
Thank you very much.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about the Community Affairs and Resource Center.
Well, we are a social service community center, and we serve the community at large, which means that it started that they were only serving the Hispanic community. Since I have been there for the last 4 years, we changed the name from Community Affairs to Community Affairs from Hispanic Affairs. Mm-hmm. So we serve everyone. We have our staff is trilingual. We have staff that speak Spanish, Haitian Creole, and actually Portuguese. Nice. So we are serving the community all in Monmouth County, and we're very happy about it.
That's great. That's great. So those are the folks obviously that you're serving, right? Or the folks that, well, anybody. Like I said, it could be
anybody can walk through those doors.
But those particular languages are the important ones for the majority of people that if they don't speak English, those are the languages that most populated
yes,
to come in.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Actually, Ashbury have a large population of the Haitian community. And then we have Long Branch, who have a large population of the Portuguese and the Brazilian.
Right. So,
and the Latinos are all over Monmouth County. So we try to accommodate, because it's very difficult when you go to ask for service and nobody can talk to you. So we try to be very sensitive.
That's great. That's important and very caring.
Thank you.
Now, your organization started when, about 1980? Is that what?
1980, okay. They have been in existence, and they started, I believe it was a group of Puerto Ricans that started the organization.
Okay.
And then they were a thing in Main Street in Ashbury, and then they moved to have the location that they have now. We're at 913 Sewell Avenue in Asbury Park. And then we have a second set